p.m. to 12 a.m. I was passing medication. I thought I was gonna pass out. Hey guys, how are we doing? It is your girl, Jollof. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Long time no video. If you're new here, my name is Jollof Nurse, also known as Sheyi. I am a registered nurse based in Boston, Massachusetts. I make videos about nursing, videos about being an immigrant in the United States, and some cooking videos here and there. So make sure you subscribe and you stay tuned. Hit the notification bell below so you can get notified when I post. Now, welcome back. Once again, it's been such a long time I made a YouTube video. I am so sorry, forgive me. I actually come with a big update. Yes, I'm sure some of you might have already noticed if you follow me on TikTok that I recently resigned from my staff nursing job in Boston and I became a travel registered nurse. Oh my God. You guys all about it and how it started and how it has been so far. So it all started, I think April was when I resigned from my job. I honestly, how I bumped into this was, I've been wanting to travel for a long time. If you'd see my videos, you know I travel a lot. So I decided to, why not work with it? Why not make a living out of it? So I'm like, okay, I was just playing around with the idea. Then I was on Instagram and then I just saw all those advertisements. And then I clicked on it and I just put in my name. Before I knew it, they emailed me. And I was like, wait, I was only joking. But no, it was so serious. I'm like, you know what? Doesn't hurt. So I tried it. I had to resign from my job as a staff nurse. Then I picked up my first contract here in Massachusetts. It was a local contract in Worcester, Massachusetts. It was actually a rehab. So I had to, which was about an hour, 30 minutes from me. I'm going to tell you guys all about the traveling, the pay, and everything. Everything will be talked about in this video. So I traveled with a company called Haya. Haya is a very popular travel company. If you do not know, I'm sure most people know Haya already. So I traveled with Haya. They hooked me up with this rehab facility in Worcester, Mass. I've never been a rehab nurse, so it was really a new learning process for me. So Worcester was about an hour 30 minutes from me, so I had to drive back and forth. It was a lot of driving, but according to the pay Massachusetts, the tax pay for being a nurse, a travel nurse, is that they'll pay you above 50 miles. So if you're driving above 50 miles, that's when you're gonna get the travel nurse pay, which is the stipend, the travel nurse stipend. So as of then, I was driving, I think, 45 miles. It wasn't up to 50 miles, so I didn't qualify for the travel nurse stipend. I just got paid a flat rate. I finished my contract there for 3 months. First, when I started, I got a one-day orientation where I just got oriented to their documenting system. Their documenting system was called Senna. So if you're familiar with Senna, I don't know, I used Senna. I am familiar with where I was coming from, Epic. So this is Senna. So I used Senna. So they just trained me how to use it, just a one-day training. And I had to watch some videos on how to move patients in a rehab, because like I said, I've never been a rehab nurse, right? So I watched those videos and then immediately that day, they took me to the floor. I was on the floor and then I just shadowed a nurse for the rest of the shift. For the remaining 6 hours, I shadowed a nurse. Then after that, I had a 1 week orientation with another nurse. So rehab was different. I had to learn a lot about how to move patients more than medical things. The patients weren't sick, you guys. I worked so hard. It was 1 nurse to 6 patients at night. But some nights when things are really crazy, the patients could go up to 9 patients. And this night I had 1 nurse to 9 patients. And I kid you not, I did not finish passing my meds until 12 a.m. From 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. From 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. I was passing medication. I thought I was gonna pass out. And we had the wall that you have to push around. I was used to having computers in the room, but this one was different. The nurses would come, take their first set of vitals, move the computer to the next room, and then the next room. It was just passing medications, boom, 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 and just brief assessments. It was a night shift as well. So I did that for 3 months. I stayed at a friend's house nearby because it was just too far for me to keep commuting. So I'd stay over after the night shift. Then on my last day, I'll come back home to where I live. So after my 3 months contract was over, they offered to extend my contract, and I was like, nope, very much no. I was just done being a rehab nurse. It wasn't really my thing. I think we had to write another exam actually in the middle of my assignment where they just train you on, like, if the patient can brush their teeth but they can't wear their socks, what standard would you give that patient? Minimum assist or maximum assist? So it was I was learning a whole new lingo. I was learning, like, things were different. I'm used to like just using the insulin pen. Over here, you have the insulin needle. You have to draw it up. You have to confirm with another nurse. Medications were limited. You can't just waste medications. You have to take meds, and then you have to. If the patients don't want it, you have to return it. Where I come from, it's just like. But yeah, I had to learn. It was a smaller community hospital, so I had to learn to like adapt to smaller resources. So after that was over, I wanted to go out of state this time around. I was in Texas earlier this year, so I just wanted to go back to Texas. So I went back to Texas. I got a travel nurse contract there in Austin, Texas, where it was also for 3 months. But because I am a Massachusetts licensed nurse, and in Massachusetts we do not have the compact license. Massachusetts is only just one state license. So compact license means that you are able to work, I think 36 states in the US or 30 states are part of the compact, but Massachusetts is not one of them. Compact means you're able to work in this state and another state that is in that compact, like contracts together. So I had to get Texas license. For me to get a Texas license, I needed to do a background check. I did a query. I took my fingerprint. Then I needed to submit all my Massachusetts license details to the Board of Nursing in Texas. Then I took an exam it's called the jurisprudence exam, Texas jurisprudence exam. So I think it was like 50 questions or like 40 questions. I don't remember exactly. So they just ask you questions like, you're a nurse and you notice another nurse is like abusing opioids, what would you do? So just questions like that, common sense questions. I was really nervous, but it was really nothing. I passed, they gave me my certificate. Then the job that I got, I had to move into Texas, finally. So I moved into Austin, Texas. And now they use a whole different documenting system. Again, they use Meditech. So I had to get used to Meditech again. And they gave me orientation for only 1 day. Like 1 day like this. One. The orientation was basically just, this is Meditech, this is how you use it. And then the next day, I was on the floor with a nurse. And then she was just like, we're not going to teach you how to be a nurse. We're just going to teach you how to use Meditech. So basically, that's what she did. It was a whole new learning process for me. But I put myself under like, Shay, you're new here, you have to catch up quick. There wasn't time. So I really like set my mind to success. I'm here and I'm gonna succeed. So I focused. I had lots of questions I would ask, and also some frequently asked questions that people have asked about being a travel nurse. Because I was traveling from Massachusetts to Texas, I qualified for the travel nurse stipend. So when you're getting a travel nurse stipend, basically your hourly rate is then reduced. My hourly rate was only like $20, and that is also what gets taxed. And then my stipends actually had the bulk of it. My stipends were actually more, and the stipends was just for me to use for like housing, and I was still paying rent here in Massachusetts, and because this is where my address is, this is where my tax is going to be getting paid here in Massachusetts, not Texas. So that was really bad about that. I needed to do some, the modules. I needed to do a lot of those. So I did those, did an exam, just like an exam on cardiac rhythm, because I was on a cardiac floor, you guys. Not a cardiac nurse, but like I said, I had to be. So now, being a travel nurse has made me a rehab nurse and a cardiac nurse all at once. So I was cardiac nurse. I learned a lot being a cardiac nurse, a lot of stress tests, a lot of echo. Yeah, I learned so much with my experience. So a lot of frequently asked questions is that do people treat you differently being a travel nurse? Well, it can be. I mean, I got some attitude for some people. But one thing about me is that if you know me personally, I like to be positive. I am a very happy person. I'm always smiling. I'm always, all good vibes with me. So, like, when I go somewhere and I notice that they're trying to be, hello, I'm beautiful. How are you? It's so good to see you. You have no other chance than to like me. I am sorry, unless you're a witch. So I warmed into people's heart very quickly. It didn't take me much. Many people are like, oh, did they give you difficult assignments? They gave me normal assignments like everybody else. I didn't have any issues, no problem with that fun at all. Because I know myself. I know I'm a good nurse and I'm gonna do a good job. I know I put my heart into it, and I know I'm gonna be nice to my coworkers too. I don't come there acting like I know it all, or acting like they're under me, or acting like, oh, I make more money or anything like that. I treated everybody equally, and I had a good time at work. Obviously, it was also more difficult. It was 1 nurse to 5 patients, 1 nurse to 6 patients. Very, very busy. Lots of admissions and discharges on the same day. And then, yes, I'm usually the first to get floated because I'm a travel nurse. Yes. And it wasn't too bad. I'll get floated to like a different floor. They usually understand that you're new, so they help you out a lot. What else? Yeah, it was very nice. I stayed with my friends in Austin, Texas, so I didn't have to worry about that other aspect of expenses. I just helped out with other expenses. So I enjoyed my stay in Austin. I just told myself, Shay, you're on vacation and you're working. So every time I told myself I was on vacation, it made my work easier. I finished my contract about October, and then I came back to Massachusetts end of October. And now I'm just taking a break from work before I continue on my next travel contract. So if you enjoyed this video, if you want me to make more videos about my travel experience, please let me know. I kind of just ran through everything and just gave you a summary. So if you know you want me to make more videos like this, please definitely let me know. Drop your questions down in the comment below. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe and let me know if you have any other video idea you'd like me to make. I love you guys. Thank you so much for staying true. From when I was in nursing school, when I became a staff nurse, and now a travel nurse. Thank you so much for those of you that have been with me throughout my nursing journey. I love my job, I love what I do, and I'm happy that I'm able to share it with you all. Thank you so much. And make sure you come back so you watch the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and drop your comments below. Thank you all so much. Bye.